In this video, we will talk about how to find the radius of a circle given the area. So let's say we have some circle here, and let's say we know the area, but we don't know the radius. So remember, the radius is just the distance from the center of the circle to the edge. So if we're given the area, how can we find the radius? Well, it helps if we know that to calculate the area, we use the equation pi r squared, where r is the radius. So if we are given the area and we want to find the radius, let's see if we can just solve this equation for the radius, for r. So how could we do that? How can we get r all by itself? Well, we could start by dividing both sides by pi. Because when we do that, the pi's on this right-hand side cancel out. So we're left with the area over pi is equal to r squared. So how can we solve for r? Well, we could just take the square root of each side, because taking the square root of some value squared just gets you that value. So what we get is r is equal to the square root of the area divided by pi. So if we're given the area, all we have to do is plug it into this little equation right here, and we'll know the radius. So as an example, let's say that the circle has an area of 100 meters squared. Knowing this, how can we find the radius? Well, all we have to do is plug it in right here. So we'll say the radius is equal to the square root of the area, that's 100 we're told, divided by pi. Now remember, pi is just some number, like 3.1415 and on and on and on. So when we plug in the square root of 100 divided by pi into a calculator, we get about 5.64. And remember the units we're working with, meters in this example. So that is our final answer. So given that the area is 100 meters squared, we simply plug that into this formula that we found for the radius, and we were able to find that the radius must be equal to 5.64 meters.